I think the most interesting development is actually not a technological development as much as a service market development. We're witnessing, or have witnessed over the last 9 months to 12 months, another step in the evolution of Ethernet as a service, whereby operators and end users are transitioning from gigabit Ethernet services being the common currency that is bought and sold in the market to more and more of a 10 gigabit Ethernet service that is increasingly in demand. Things like the evolution and the transition to small cell aggregation in the mobile backhaul world, as well as the increasing use of video and enterprise applications, are causing folks to use multiple gigabits worth of access to data centers, to cloud applications and the like. So we are witnessing as we speak, and it will take some time to fully evolve from a 1 gigabit typical service that is sold to a 10 gigabit capability that is sold in the carrier Ethernet services market. So the biggest thing I can do for my customers is to help them roll out services en masse. They are doing so for their end users, whether those end users be wholesale or retail level end users, and often have to do so by the hundreds and thousands a week. So anything that we as a vendor can do to make the Ciena solution easier to deploy, more agile in terms of its ability to be turned on in a rapid fashion and adjusted over time, makes for value to my customer and subsequently to their customers as well. So I would say capabilities like zero-touch provisioning capabilities, service activation testing capabilities that all come imbued in our solutions make our customers' lives easier and more profitable. Well, the next 12 to 18 months, I think, will show us a lot about the software-driven network and the virtualization of functions across the network, which tends to be a topic of a lot of conversation today, but how that actually develops into real money-making propositions for carriers and for equipment vendors as well is what we'll be watching carefully over the next 12 to 18 months. These have to translate into something that carriers and end users appreciate and add value to. Things like service agility, things like on-demand services, ability to download and test different applications at different levels of the organization, be it the enterprise or the service provider. So these are the areas that I think everyone in the industry is watching over the next 12 to 18 months. There will be a lot of trials, a lot of kicking of tires. And in that time frame, I think we will see the most innovative participants in this business really carve a new market for themselves and for the rest of the industry going forward. Well, areas of innovation are always hard to predict because they come out of areas that you may or may not expect them to. But certainly areas that we are watching have to do with SDN and the work going on with network function virtualization, areas of endeavor both at the ETSI level as well as here at the MEF and the Cloud Ethernet Forum as well are all dealing with technologies, sort of the underpinnings that are going to make these capabilities applicable to service providers or not. Certainly the work of the ONF will be important in this regard as well. So we see lots of different areas to keep an eye on and to keep watch over. I would point out specifically the area of the MEF that is dealing with the network as a service concept, because this is where I think carriers will come to understand what all of these sub-technologies, what are these element technologies, what are these features can actually be used for something to make money off of, something to create a service that is useful to end users, large, small, wholesale, retail, national, regional, global. All of those areas which the MEF has already proven itself in terms of carrier Ethernet services we think will also be applied to the software-defined network realm as well. And those constructs will make more and more sense over the next year to 18 months. Gen 14 is an opportunity for us at Ciena to really interact with a lot of people in the industry. We expect it to be a well-attended event. It's right in our backyard, so we expect many of our customers will be there to observe what's going on in the industry and to compare and contrast what they hear from not only from us but the rest of the industry. And that's similar to our expectation as well. I expect to hear a lot about future ideas, future directions, and current applications of what networks are currently being used for. And we understand from a wide range of customers that the network is more and more key to their success. So this is an opportunity really for networking about the network and understanding what customers want out of the network and what we can provide them with. So we look very much forward to those interactions and the conversations that will happen at the event.